Hey, what's up, guys? It's your RacePace coach, and today we will go over the equipment for RacePace program. These are the equipments that I use for my RacePace program. So this came in as a question from one of you guys. So the first thing I like using is a digital pace clock. I don't like using the analog pace clock because it's harder to see as a swimmer for my swimmers. They kind of complained about the analog pace clock where it's harder to see during practice. So we bought a digital pace clock, and then this allowed the the digital pace clock. The numbers are like 12 inches tall tall okay, 12 inches in height. So it allows the swimmers to see their times better, and then it allows them to calculate. And as they're writing in their notebook, they can write the right times, and have the correct times versus, the digital clock. It's harder to see, and versus the analog clock, which is harder to see, and it doesn't really show the it just makes it harder to calculate or figure out their times versus a digital clock. Okay. The next thing is I have my target time and my set sheets. So target times, you like in my other videos, you cannot rely on the swimmers to remember all of their target times. You're It's like having your swimmer remember at least 16, 17, or 16 to 20 target times for each race pace that they do and each event that they do. Okay, so make sure you provide your swimmers with their target times, and you gotta update it after every meet. Okay, because if the swimmers improve, that's when you gotta update your target time your target time sheets. And then you got your set sheets. This is your workout sheets. So again, this is another thing that you're providing to your swimmers so that they understand and know what sets they're swimming. You don't want to leave it up to the swimmers to do whatever set they want. You want to set the workouts for them so that they know what they're supposed to be working on. Okay. And then number 3 are sheet protectors. Okay. Sheet protectors are to protect the target time sheet and the set sheet. These are these hard, it's more like the display protectors where you paste it, you're sticking it to a wall instead of those binder sheet protectors. Okay, these are those hard plastic sheet protectors. And then to if you want to reinforce the sides of the sheet protectors, you use like those clear tape, and that really seems to help to protect the sheet protectors and to protect the target times and set sheets. Okay. Also, when you have these two at practice, make sure that the swimmers don't leave it on the ground, because the ground will scratch up the set sheets and make it harder to view the target times. Okay, and then if you have it on the ground, the water is going to seep into it and then soak up the paper. So you want to keep those your two sheets on an elevated, or on a bleachers on an elevated stand. Okay. And then the last thing I use is my radio, where I can communicate with my swimmers through their headsets. Okay. This, again, not I believe that I'm the only club in my state that uses radios and headsets. I've never seen or heard about other clubs using it. So make sure you invest in these. Okay. It's it's worth it for its price to provide these to your swimmers, to again have them reach their highest potential, and being able to help them get to that level while they're swimming in the water, and not just waiting for them to get to the wall and then you correct them. Okay, so thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my book too, Secrets to Race Pace Swimming. It's on Amazon Kindle. I also have a Race Pace 101 course that I teach on teachable.com. So if you want to learn more about race pace training and how I set it up, and how I teach people how to set up their race pace program from step 1. It's a step-by-step program where I teach them how to incorporate race pace training into their program and try to have them do 100% race pace, or at least 90 to 95% race pace throughout the whole year. Okay, so check that out. And then I have products, the radios, I have headsets in the description below. I do have a format and a set sheet. This is a spreadsheet, the target time spreadsheet, and the set sheet spreadsheet. Okay, and I'll link these sheet protectors to the in the description below too, so for you to know and see what I do and the equipments that I provide. Okay, and then the digital clock, you can get like those Colorado timing systems, which works pretty well. They're kind of pricey, in the thousands of dollars. Okay, but those clocks are really good for displaying um, pace times. If you want cheaper versions of the digital pace clock, there are I'll link it in the description below for a vendor that sells digital pace clocks. It's kind of cheap, around like the $250 price range, so you can check that out. Okay, so again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.